Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video. In today's YouTube video, we are diving into an application called Griply. It is a task management application, or a goal management application is probably what I would call it. It is a goal planner. I have talked about this application before. I did a video on Griply a while back, and I am a really big fan of the application, or I was back then when I filmed that video. Now they are out with Griply 3.0, and I thought that I would do another review of the application and take a look at some of the new features. But before we jump into the video, like full disclosure here, I got gifted the free lifetime plan of Griply, or I got gifted a free lifetime plan for Griply, which happens a lot with a lot of different applications. I accept like getting those because I review the applications anyways, and just given the been given the opportunity to show all of the pro features allows me to make better videos. Griply is a little different because I actually use this application myself, which makes this a little difficult to review. There are downsides to this application, and I will come back to that. But quickly, let's just take a look at the pricing. So we have a free plan, which only allows you 2 goals, 2 habits, but unlimited tasks. I really like the goals and habits. That is mainly why I use the application, so this doesn't make sense for me. But for some people, like, this could be good enough. You will just have to try it out, but the free plan is mainly for you to explore how the application works. The premium plan is actually quite cheap, coming in at $2.49 on the yearly, or $4.99 on the monthly. You get unlimited goals, unlimited habits, you get calendar and time blocking. This is a new feature. You get goal timeline. I think this one is new as well. You get sub goals, you get habit targets, goals and habit dashboard, custom life areas, and custom icons and images. There is also currently a lifetime offer, which is $89.99. You get all of this, but instead of a subscription, you do a one-time payment. As I said, you will have to. I tried doing the maths, but my math isn't too good. I often don't recommend lifetime plans because just sticking with the monthly plan for 2 years, for example, will be cheaper than a one-time payment. So it depends on how long you think you will stick with the application, and also in some cases, like, it feels better just owning it rather than having a subscription. But again, you will need to decide. I normally don't go for lifetime plans. There are some exceptions, especially for things I buy for the YouTube channel, so I can review them long term. But that is enough about the pricing. Let's jump into Griply. I will also leave an affiliate link down below. So if you want to test out the application and pay for the plan, if you use my link, I will also get a little bit of money from that. I will also leave a non-affiliate link, because there are people out there who want to try out the application but don't like affiliate links, so I will leave that down below as well. So here we have an inbox. I like an inbox feature, especially in a task management tool, because like throughout my day I capture a lot of tasks that I want to get back to later. So just having the ability to do that is amazing, and I can then go in here and I can give it to a life area. So let me just put it to a life area, and this has a planned date for tomorrow. I also have things like deadlines. So this is a feature I like because I can have a planned date. So I want to do this tomorrow, or and set up a deadline. For example, I want to have this finished by Monday. So that is an amazing feature. I can also add a reminder here as well. I normally don't use the reminders. So now it is gone from my inbox. Today I have 2 tasks. This one is finished, that is the film Griply video, and I also want to answer some emails, and I can do that by just dragging things into my calendar like this. So let's do it like this, and I can drag it to make it like longer or shorter. So answering an email should be a pretty short task. So I have gone ahead and I've scheduled that. You also have an upcoming view, and here you can see your upcoming view as a list or as a calendar. Inside of the list view, you also get your calendar events right here. These are some things I've subscribed to, and you can also add tasks from in here. So I've added one, but let's say I wanted to check out YouTube communities, I can drag them and do calendar blocking like this as well. One thing I do like is that here I have goals. These can also be called projects because they work a little similarly to projects, but these are called goals. So I can drag this goal on top of here, and instead of actually I didn't mean to click that, but instead of actually having to schedule each like subtasks here, I could just schedule the main task, and I can then open it up and do the subtasks in this time frame. So that is a feature I really do like. I can also from there jump into my tasks to see summary, progress, and to do. I recently started using this, so this YouTube something is still something that stands from one of my earlier videos. Back to the upcoming view, so that is basically how you schedule it. So I could schedule working on a specific project, then I could go ahead and I could work on the subtasks. I don't have a lot of subtasks for this, but I have a project called web design for my day job, which I can't show here, of course. But that project, I have like a lot of subtasks, and I just drag the whole tasks into here. Or the whole task into here. So that is basically how I do it. And that is one of the features I love the most. Having the ability to schedule the main task instead of having to schedule all of the different subtasks is amazing. I have an all tasks view. I have a completed view here. So in the all tasks view, you have them based on your life area, which we will get back to soon. And you also have an inbox here. So my life areas, some of these come with the application, like family, friends, education, fun, personal development, money, sports, and health, while this one, the last two on top here, these are actually custom ones that I've made. This is my company, and this is like my day job. And here you also have the life areas. Inside of here, you can see active goals, you can see completed goals. So here I have 2 goals. You can see your vision. You should probably write some things in here because it makes it easier to stay motivated. I haven't gotten to that yet. And you have your goals right here. And also all of the tasks. So I really like this view as well. And you can do that for all of your life areas. You can see all of your goals, and here you have a timeline view, and that is why I talked about it as sort of a project, because this looks like a project view, and I really like this. I really like this timeline view because I tend to take on too much, and having this view and seeing like when you're next available to take on a new project is amazing. You can change this to quarter, to month, to year, or to 5-year. I mainly go for the year view, especially when I have things that last for this long. And basically, I just have a timeline view. I mainly use the timeline view for my goals, and I use my goals sort of as projects because many in these goals you can have an start date and an end date, which is basically what you need to have a project. But I like the fact that they call it goals because it is a goal, like ending the project should be a goal. This timeline view is something new inside of the application, and probably together with the calendar blocking, my 2 favorite features. So before, in my last review, these weren't actually available, so I couldn't use this as like my main my main task management application, but now I can. I also have habits. I'm not really good at tracking my habits, so that is something I'm hoping to get better at, but you could add habits in here. I can press the plus and just add another habit in here. Uh, this application also has tags, not something I use, and it also has this insights right here where you can see your goals, you can update them, you can see how many tasks you have. As I said, this web design has 6 tasks, and I can show you them. You can see your habits. You can also change this to be like year, 4 weeks, 12 weeks, 12 months, so you can change this. This application is, as I said, an application I am a really big fan of. The 3.0 just came out. I started testing it earlier this week, and I decided actually yesterday or the day before that I am going to use Griply as my task management tool, because I was using another task management tool, but that one is blocked on the Wi-Fi where I work, which is like, it makes it really hard to use a task management application when it is blocked for the tasks you actually want to manage. So I've decided that I will go ahead and I will use Griply, because I've always loved this idea of goal planning, and I tried TimeStripe, but it scares me. It feels like it has like way too many features. Griply, it has a little bit of a learning curve, but it felt much simpler than many of the other goal planners I have tested out. So with the addition of calendar blocking, I really like this application, and I've decided to use it as my task management tool. There is especially one thing I'm missing. There are, of course, many things with this application, as with any other application, that can get better, but this app does not have a two-way calendar sync. It is only one way, so I can have my events in Griply, but I can't push a task into my calendar, which is something I know a lot of people want. So there is only a one-way sync. That might be a deal breaker. For me, it is annoying, but it isn't a deal breaker. And as long as like I've been looking at this application, I think it has done a great job, and it has gotten a lot better. When it comes to where this is available, there is a desktop app. I think that one is new. For Windows and one for Mac. There is also an iOS application and a web version, and to be honest, I only use the web version. I use the mobile app to capture tasks, but I almost only use the web version. So that covers everything in today's video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to get to them as soon as I can. And quickly, one more thing before I finish up the video. The calendar I have connected is Google Calendar. So I use Google Calendar together with Griply. That covers it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will come back to you as soon as I can. And I will make another video on Griply where I do a deep dive on how I am using it with my other tools, so stay tuned for that as well.